This week, ESL makes $4.6 billion bid for Sears' go-forward business. Catalina enters grace period after missed interest payment. Neiman reports record-setting Cyber Monday. More on this, and as always, updates from Puerto Rico. Welcome to the Week in Reorg. Hello, and welcome to the Reorg Research Weekly Podcast, where we bring you the latest top developments in the news of distressed debt and bankruptcies. I'm Connor Skelding, reporting from Reorg's offices in New York City. This week, Reorg's financial analyst team discusses EBITDA, when it's not appropriate to use management's reported number, and when it is not a good measure of cash flow. Names they discuss include Avon, McDermott, and Monotronics. It's Sunday, December 9th. Sears announced the results of its medium-term note auction on Tuesday, indicating that the sale was completed on November 28th. Cyrus Capital Partners paid $82.5 million for the $880.7 million in aggregate principal, in accordance with a note purchase agreement entered into by and among the debtors and Cyrus. Also through the agreement, Cyrus waived its right to payment on $629.5 million of MTNs. On Thursday evening, Omega Advisors filed a motion seeking to invalidate the sale to Cyrus. Omega says that in Tuesday's announcement, the debtors disclosed, quote, for the first time that the debtors had announced a proposed sale of, quote, no more than $251 million in MTNs in an auction authorized by the sale order. The amount of MTNs sold was actually much more. As such, Omega seeks to invalidate approximately $650 million in MTNs issued by Sears Roebuck Acceptance Corporation, or SRAC. The motion also seeks to invalidate what Omega characterizes as, quote, the clandestine agreement between the debtors and Cyrus not to sell an additional $1.4 billion in MTNs held by a non-debtor affiliate, Sears Reinsurance. Omega argues that the debtors effectively sold the value of their entire lot of $2.3 billion of MTNs to Cyrus, and that no other bidder that relied on the court documents was aware of the debtors' efforts. Meanwhile, on Thursday morning, the Sears debtors disclosed in a Schedule 13D filing that on December 5th, funds affiliated with ESL Investments submitted an indication of interest and made an indicative bid for substantially all of the Sears debtors' go-forward retail footprint and assets. ESL's indicative bid contemplates a total purchase price of approximately $4.6 billion, which includes a $1.8 billion credit bid component. ESL says in the letter that the bid is conditioned upon, first, confirmation of its right to credit bid its secured debt without any requirement to cash collateralize or otherwise backstop any portion of the credit bid, and second, a full release by the debtors of ESL from any liability related to any